So if you've watched thus far, I hope you will continue with me on this slightly longer content. I want you to go on a hike with me. I have some kind of testimonial content to share with you to hopefully inspire you in your total health and wellness. So I'm here at one of my favorite parks, and you can just see that beautiful blue sky. That's enough to get me out here hiking in the woods. It is winter in Georgia, where the winters aren't so bad. You know, they're pretty mild compared to my hometown of Buffalo. And I love to hike. And when I am not consistent, because I have the same challenges as everyone else, I gain weight. And that typically happens in the winter months. So I'm proud of myself. I've lost probably about 10 or 15 pounds in the last couple of months, and I'm going to keep it off. I'm not going to let the mild winter deter me, because the thing is, I have a gym membership, but I only go there to do my resistance training. For my cardio, I have to get out in nature. So hiking is a good way in which you can stay healthy physically. It helps control things like blood pressure. So I have a diagnosis of high blood pressure. I was diagnosed about 20 years ago when I was an intern. And I had this funny feeling in my head, and I just didn't feel well. It really was not a headache, but I had enough sense to check my blood pressure because I was overweight, had just given birth to my youngest son, and I have a strong family history of hypertension. My blood pressure is, I think, about 180 or 170 over 100 something. And over these last 20 years, the more I try to improve myself and help you, the better testimony that I have. So even in these last couple of months, my blood pressure has been the best it's ever been. I'm usually in the 110s over 80s. I'm only on one pill. And if I weren't doing the things that I'm doing, I'm sure I would be on multiple medications. So I decided to pause here. It's a little windy, and I just want to make sure that I share with you one of the most important reasons that I get out in nature and I exercise, and that's because it is a spiritual experience for me. I get spiritual downloads. God will reveal things to me. He will clarify things many times. It doesn't happen every time, but particularly when I know that I'm looking for something, if I go on my hike, 9 times out of 10, I will get the revelation. He will just drop it in my spirit. So I believe in the triune nature of health, mind, body, and spirit. Mentally, it boosts my happy hormones. I'm naturally happy, but it takes it to another level. And with the mental tying in with the spiritual, you know, we've all gone through some things. So we have to just take these simple measures to help ourselves be healthy and well mentally and spiritually, right? Like I said, when I talk with God and get in communion with Him, I pray, I read my Bible and everything, but it's a spiritual thing. I can't really explain it. You have to experience it for yourself, because we all go through some things. Live long enough, you're going to continue to go through some things. My journey, my health and wellness journey, really didn't kick off until about 11 years ago when I went through my divorce after being married to someone for half of my life at that time. It was devastating. It rocked my world. And the next year, my mother died from colon cancer. And the next year, one of my sisters died suddenly for unknown reasons. And so I have been trying to work on myself mentally, spiritually, and physically. And I'm just here to be a testimony that you have to take your health seriously, every aspect of it, because they all tie in together. I also think about purpose. You see, we're all here on purpose, for purpose. And I think about it probably the older I get. I'm well past 50. Not too far from that next decade, but I'm happy and I'm the healthiest I've ever been. So it's never too late to start to work on your temple. We have this temple. We only have one. And God expects us to take care of it so that we can walk in that purpose effectively and efficiently to His glory. So I'm going to go out here and get in these woods. If I get inspired to share anything else with you, I'll add it to this video. But I hope this is encouraging to you, and I hope you continue to rock with me on this journey on YouTube. This is part of my purpose that I'm fulfilling. God bless.